Al-Mutanabi Street is named after Al-Mutanabi, a very famous Arab poet. Al-Mutanabi Street is in Baghdad, and it is the street where books are bought and sold. It's an unusual place because it is a place where people who gather together because they love literature. They're Shia, they're Sunni, they're Kurds, they're Christians, and they all lived in Baghdad together. And this was one of the great streets of peace in Baghdad. After the American invasion and the civil war in Baghdad that followed, Al-Mutanabi Street was bombed. 153 people were killed, and the place was destroyed. It was one of the last places that defied the sectarianism of Baghdad, and so it suffered. A man named Bo Beausoleil in San Francisco started a project called Al-Mutanabi Street Starts Here to help restore the street and fund Doctors Without Borders, which is one of the organizations, one of the few organizations that is able to continually work in Iraq. There's an anthology coming out, and I'll be helping launch that in November, and a broadside series that's going all around the world. You can look it up. Al-Mutanabi Street Starts Here. It's on the web, and there's a full web version of everything that I'm going to, everything I've mentioned. This poem, the broadside version of this poem is going to hang in Baghdad, in the museum in Baghdad, and it's the lead poem for the anthology. A Home on Al-Mutanabi Street. I am a word. I am a word in Arabic, in English, and in Farsi. I am a word in Kurdish and German and Hebrew and French. I am a word in the mouths of prophets and hawkers. I will get you tea. I will bring you joy and to tears. I am a word in a book. I lie open to the sun that reads me over the shoulder of someone looking to buy. I am the imagination of the enemy come home to its enemy's understanding, because the leap from enemy to friend is swift and sure as the journey from paper to eye. I am loved, I am reviled, I am feared, I am myself, and I am you. When the book opens, you can hear me sigh in pleasure at the touch of your mind. When the bombs go off, I am scattered from all that I have known, and the wind and ashes take me. You might think I disappear, but I do not. The fires die down. My place in the house, on the street, in the rebuilt cafes remains. I am memory and the stuff of memory. I survive the past because I am always present. I survive death because I am the future. I survive hatred because I am love. Build me a home, and I will return and be heard. And when you see me filling the page again, you will know I never abandoned you. This is a very fresh poem, comes out of my thoughts about the way maps, pages, graphic novels, everything organize the world. Maps and writing paper. Lately, I've been thinking about maps and writing paper. And I've been thinking I have never left the map, not once. And maybe it's impossible and I can always be found, but that does not comfort me. And there are times I remember driving out into the unfenced land of southern Alberta and walking away from the car and the road and looking out at the fields of prairie grass and sky and imagining seeing what I'm seeing without chart or prediction. And I've been thinking that everything has already been written or might as well have been, yet still I write as if there is something new. So why is that, I wonder, even as I type it? And I answer myself and say, it's not enough to know the words are somewhere. I need them close. I need words I know where they came from. Does this make me weak as an unheld hand? I need to look at words as though I matter to them, even though I know I don't, any more than I matter to the horizon, where my seeing runs its course. I will walk away when this is done. I will live out my life, maybe never looking at this page again. I know what I know, and it doesn't stop me. The blank page bears its blankness. What am I to do? The blank page says, here, right here. I am empty without the work of your pen, the conjuring gesture of your fingers. I am the hole, the gap, the crack. I am vacant land. Move in, set up house. Draw your mind back and forth like you are digging furrows. Grow things, raise a family, harvest a vocabulary. The page fills up like the land because the land fills up like the page. This is why we invented the idea of nothing to go with the word. We needed someplace to send our love, something to hold all the work we have yet to do. The paper is bridal white, terra incognita, and the map of lands not yet named by makers of maps. We who remake the trees in the image of speech. White, the color of no one's home, the color of take me, I'm yours. A 1-minute poem. As it grows wise and far more loving than it ever was in its youth, let the heart fill with the passion of gratitude. Let it love most the first face the eye opens for, just for the sake of seeing. The last touch the hand holds, more dear than its own power to have touched. And when it falls still, let the heart die lightly, having fed itself empty on the miraculous every day. Thank you very much.